Well, hello, hello, hello. It's your girl Renee with Create with Renee with Create with Nay, your clarity and creativity coach. Too many nays in there, isn't it? Listen, welcome to the Live It Now podcast where we say you can create the life you desire. Today I want to speak with you about God knows how to pay you for your pain. A lot of times we go through things in life like, oh, why do I have to go through this? Well, listen, I want you to know that God doesn't forget. God knows how to pay you for the pain that pushes you into your purpose with power. I'm going to say that again. God knows how to pay you for the pain that pushes you into your purpose with power. The pit, slavery, Potiphar's house, and prison didn't look like promotion for Joseph and the fulfillment or appropriate steps to his dream, but they were. So in your life, know that the road to the fulfillment of your dream is not paved with pearls and pleasure. Instead, it is filled with pain, empty promises from people, and problem people. None of these things, none of them look like an upward trajectory to your promised land, but they are leading you into purpose, which positions you for the fulfillment of your dreams. Joseph served purpose in every place in the pit, and when he was in slavery, at Potiphar's house, and in the prison. But he served purpose in every place and was successful in each one of those places. Yes, he was successful. He was successful in prison. Just check it out. Look, look. These are the things we need to really pay attention to. We need to make sure we look for the blessings in these places when we find ourselves in a bad situation and painful positions and places that sometimes we cause, and then sometimes some things we didn't cause, but still look for the blessing in those places. You have to remain faithful to God in these places, meaning do the right thing. You have to learn to serve in these places. Joseph served in those places, right? He remained faithful. He remained faithful to God. He even remained faithful to Potiphar when his wife was after him. you know, he served in those places. He grew in those places too. Right? He was the most successful in Potiphar's house, and that's how he became, because Potiphar saw that he was successful even in working for him. And he was serving others when he was in prison and telling them their dreams and interpreting their dreams and saying, "Don't forget about me though," right? And here it is, your service in these places will cause your name to be called in the prospered place. In the place of prosperity, your name, somebody has your name in their mouths because you said something, you did something, you helped them, even while you were going through your own self, right? So, your name, your service in these places will cause your name to be called in the prospered place, which is the palace, right? And finally, your gift will be the answer in the prospered place, which positions you to get paid from the prospered place. And all of a sudden, you are standing, you are living, you're breathing, you're leading in your promised place with power, which is the fulfillment of your dream. So Joseph ultimately saw his dream come true. It wasn't paved with pleasure. It was paved with problems. It was paved through the pit. It was paved by going through Potiphar's house and being lied on and then being cast into prison. It never looked like his dream was going to come true, but I'm telling you, it did. We see that it did, right? And so God really does know how to pay us for that. But we have to go through the process, because in the process, we're being developed, we're growing, we're being strengthened. But here's the thing, we have to remain faithful in those places, in the places of our pain. We have to remain faithful. We have to push through. Push, people say, I've heard it said in the church thing that push is pray until something happens. Well, you just pray until something happens. You stay until something happens, right? Stay in God. If you stay in God, you can slay giants. If you stay in God, you can slay slay in God. You can slay giants in your life, right? Listen, your pain is not in vain. It's pushing you to purpose. so that you can prosper and be in power. Live in authority, live in the place that God really called you to be. And here's a blessing in that. Once you get to that place, it's for you to bless your family. It's to bless those that even that turn their backs on you. It's to bless those who may be your enemies. But God is positioning you right now in this time of famine or whatever. He's positioning you in the place of power so that you can be a blessing to someone else. All right. So just remember, God knows how to pay you for your pain. Listen, this is the Live It Now podcast. Thank you for joining me, and I hope that you will come back uh, and check us out and follow us on Facebook at Create with Nay, and on Instagram at I am Create with Nay, and on our YouTube channel, Create with Nay. God bless.